What they do, Jones crew, it's your girl Crystal, and I'm back at you again with another lit video. You already know the vibes. Yo, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Please drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this situation. Y'all, RIP Takeoff. Let's get right on into it. This is insane. Yo, remember that girl that came out on my last video? If you haven't seen it, make sure you go back and watch that video. This girl, Samantha, is coming out. She came out. She said she was the last person with Takeoff. She was there with him the night the incident happened on Halloween in Houston, Texas. She's seen the whole entire thing. She's posting text messages between her and Takeoff. Takeoff's literal last messages sent to anybody, okay, was by this girl. She came out. She released all the text messages. I put all the messages out in my last video. If you haven't seen that, I'm going to drop some more on this video. But yeah, this is her right here. This is her boyfriend or her husband, Adonis. Guys, you won't believe what's going on. So this is the girl right here, Sammy underscore, the real Sammy underscore one. This is her husband, Adonis. They're sitting there. He's interviewing her like he doesn't know who she is. Like they're not married. They've been married for over 10 years. I've done my research, and this is coming straight from the horse's mouth, guys. I'm not making this up. So they've been married, and he's sitting there interviewing her on the situation. Clearly, he found out what happened, that she slid off to Takeoff. They're saying that they're separated. They're not together. They're referring to each other by ex. He's just speaking on himself like in third persons. It's so weird. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the interview. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel. Comment down below, guys. Here we go. Turn up your volume. Let's get into it, okay?
You know, running up out of there, people shooting, she got the hell up out of there, I don't blame her. But she hasn't got contact by the police yet, so she'll be willing to talk with, who's ever wanted to talk to her. That's interviewers, police, or anybody that, needs to talk about the situation. So how you doing today?
I'm doing okay.
Okay. So one of the first questions I want to ask you is, how did you first meet Takeoff?
So we were in the studio with my boyfriend at the time, and he was there with Migos, and we just said hi to each other. It was the first time I met him.
So after that first time in the studio, you seen him, I guess, passing by, whatever, like usually people do. Everyone knows everybody in the industry and, different people. So I assume he was in there doing whatever with the Migos. And so I passed him. That was the first time you see him. When was the second time that you seen him?
So I didn't see him for a second time until I flew out to Texas. Before that, I had posted a story on Instagram and tagged him on it, and he messaged me from there.
Okay, so I don't want to get in your business at all because, if anybody want to see those texts, though, we're going to post it later on at the end of this video. Or I might put it on the side of the video, whatever. But, it was just you and him talking and getting to know each other. And, like, what exactly was it you guys were talking about?
So we were just talking back and forth, being cordial, and he was asking me about my ex, and we were just talking back and forth, and he was being nice.
So I just assume, like, after conversation or whatever, you basically were saying that you were done with your boyfriend and, that type of stuff.
While I was talking to him, I was explaining to him that I was going to leave my ex because of all the cheating.
So I assume with all you guys talking, in a conversation that eventually you were talking about meeting or...
And we were just talking back and forth, and he was being nice.
So I just assume, like, after conversation or whatever, you basically were saying that you were done with your boyfriend and, that type of stuff.
While I was talking to him, I was explaining to him that I was going to leave my ex because of all the cheating.
So I assume with all you guys talking, in a conversation that eventually you were talking about meeting or, building on your relationship?
So he had asked me if he wanted to meet in person, and then asked me if what I was doing for Halloween.
So I'm assuming you were like, okay, you were going to fly out to him and meet him and, whatever around Halloween holiday.
Yes.
So I'm assuming that you guys were getting, pretty close, with you actually, agreeing to possibly fly out there.
Yeah, we were talking, and I trusted him.
So while you were planning on going out there, like how many days were you planning on staying, or just how many days were you planning on being there?
I was planning on staying like 2 or 3 days.
So at that time, basically, you were, you say like you had a boyfriend or whatever, and I know like you were, talking the conversation and saying like how you were going to. Well, I don't know if you really meant you were going to break up with your boyfriend or whatever for him. I don't want to speak on what relationship you were going to have with him, but I'm assuming at that time you were going to break up with your boyfriend and possibly, build with Takeoff.
We had just started talking, so I don't know what it was gonna turn into.
So that's cool. So, hey, I just want to ask, did your boyfriend know that you were going to go out there for that holiday weekend, like for Halloween?
He had his own plans, and I had my own plans, so I wasn't really thinking about that.
Okay, so, the time comes, you go out there to fly out there. I think it said you flew out on the 29th, 30th, or whatever, somewhere around that time. So, when you got there, like, what happened? Did he pick you up? Like, what, like, happened when you finally...
Couldn't really hear what they were arguing about, but he kept messaging that everything was okay.
Okay, so... Okay, so he told you everything was gonna be okay or whatever to you, and so did you think what did you want to do?
I just kept telling him that I was scared and that I wanted to leave.
So from where exactly were you sitting, standing, or where were you at when everything, the argument and everything was like going on?
There were so many people that I kept trying to get next to him, but I just backed up and went away from the crowd.
So when you went back away from the crowd, could you still see everything that went on when everything happened?
Yeah, I saw everything that happened.
So you said that you seen every single thing that happened at that moment. So what did you do when everything transpired? Because I know you said you don't really want to get into the exact details. You want to say that for officers or a bigger platform to talk. I understand. But what happened when you seen everything?
Yeah, I saw everything that happened, and I didn't want to die, so I ran.
So commotion was going on, everything was happening. Where did you run to? Did you run to the vehicle that you came in? Like, where did you run to?
So when I ran away from everybody, and once I got, to a safe place, I called an Uber.
Guys, there you have it. That's all I'm gonna show for right now. Might drop the rest on another video, but as you can see, y'all, this is insane. Like, they literally sitting there acting like they don't know each other, like they not each other's ex, referring to each other in third persons, like, oh, your ex, your ex. You are the ex. You are the ex. So as you can see, this Adonis guy, he is an aspiring rapper. He's showing off some money. He's talking about his songs. I'm not really gonna play too much on the vocals, because I don't want to be copywritten by no music infringement or what have you. So guys, as you can see, that interview is insane. I don't know if she spoke to the police yet. As you can see in that interview, he's talking about She left Houston before talking to the police. She just got out of there. She ran. She was scared. She called an Uber. She went straight back home. Y'all, I don't know what's going on. As you can see in those text messages as well that I dropped, this is his page, y'all, by the way. My bad. This is his Instagram that I'm on right here. I screen recorded. He dropped a post about her, I guess dragging her, saying that he helps her out. She was no good, this and that. If you want to pause it, you want to stop it, you want to read through the caption, you're more than welcome to. So yeah, guys, they're sitting there acting like they don't know each other. He's clearly saying his name is Adonis. If you've seen the text messages that I released with her and Takeoff, I released all the text messages on my last video. Make sure you go check that out. But you can see in the text messages between her and Takeoff that they're sitting there for the entire time. At least the first 2 days of them talking, they're sitting there talking about this dude named Adonis. And she's saying she was currently with him. So she was currently with him and that he cheated on her, and she didn't know if she was going to be with him. She wanted to see if it was worth leaving him. That's why she wanted to fly out to see Takeoff, this and that. This is messy. It seems like they've been together for 10 years. Samantha and Adonis, they fell out because he cheated. And so she felt like she wanted to go do her thing as well. When she tagged Takeoff in the post, she didn't know it was going to go there, but Takeoff hit her back. He slid in the DMs and he hit her up and he wanted to chill and they was flirting. She was like, yo, why not? This is a whole celebrity. My dude done cheated on me. Yeah, let me go see what this is about. Let me go see what this lifestyle is. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, her Adonis dude got money. He's showing off racks in almost every post. There goes her ring. He said he took back the ring or whatever. If you want to pause it, read the whole caption. It's very, very long. Very, very long. All his captions, very, very long. I'm not even going to play myself and sit here and read all of that. But it's right there for you. I wanted to share all the information for you guys. So it's right there at your fingertips if you want to stop and read and kind of, form your own opinion on the situation. But definitely, these two are in cahoots. They must have had a falling out, like I said, because he cheated. So she went out there. Or maybe they set the whole thing up. Maybe he's just one of those guys that don't care. He'll throw his girl on you just so he can advance himself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes are like that, guys. They will literally love their girl, but they don't mind if she go mess with a celebrity as long as it's to help them out. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a pimp. I ain't want to say that, but not really like a pimp, but with that kind of mentality. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, guys, and here's another post he made about her. Long caption going on and on. He's not with her no more. But this is 2021. And if you read the messages between her and Takeoff, she's stating that they are together. Like they was just in the studio. Like that's her dude, but he just cheated. So here's a post on his IG of the interview. It looks like child, I don't even know, child. This is crazy. But this is the new witness. This is the newest witness. This is a witness that is on Takeoff's side. She has all the information, guys. All the information. And I can't wait for her to talk to the police and tell them exactly what she saw. And because this might be the witness that they need to break this case wide open. Because as far as Migos is concerned, allegedly with their security guy being one of the shooters, Migo Bands being one of the shooters, the guy in the all black that's shown with the gun, raising the gun up and shooting. She supposedly with them, as far as I've heard, allegedly, this is why Quavo and no one else is helping out with the case, because they don't want to tie up Migo Bands and get him cased up, because you can physically see him there shooting. So they don't want to come forward. They don't want to help out. Nobody wants to come forward because every side, the Prince family has a shooter that was actively shooting, and so does the Migos. So maybe they both parties don't want to come forward because both parties don't want to get their own side in trouble and cased up. You know what I'm saying? But she is completely neutral. She don't have no side. She's not affiliated with no gang. She's not into all this stuff. She was just sliding off to have a good time. And she's seen it all. She's seen everything. She has the last text messages between her and Takeoff, guys. So, you know, I really think this is the witness that was needed to break this case wide open. So you heard it first right here, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. Now, on this post right here, I know I'm rambling on a little bit, but this right here, this is Quavo's IG. And I just find it really, really strange. If you see me, this is my page right here. The first comment, Pretty Little Savage, BIH. If you want to follow me on IG. But this is very strange right here. I feel like that, you know, Takeoff and Quavo were so close. They were family, literally nephew and uncle. And for him to pass away and you just have this little post about him, and then he didn't even let the post stay to the top of his page. And as you can see, Mr. J. Prince Jr. commented on Quavo's post with the 2 praying hands. Now, y'all, if you don't go ahead on somewhere, child, because you know what? We all know. We all know what time it is, y'all. I don't know how that man is bold enough to comment praying hands under this man's post when we all seen him on video walking right past Takeoff. And now tell me, why would Quavo let the post about his nephew that just passed go down? And why would he have this subliminal message first on his page rather than his message to his nephew? Y'all, I don't know. I don't understand. This is really weird. I do not have all the answers. I'm just simply sharing what I know. I'm showing you guys the information. I'm giving it to you. You can do what you want with it. Form your own opinion. Do your own research. But this is Quavo's page, y'all. And this is what he got going on here. As opposed to having his nephew's condolences, you can see it's in the second. I don't know. I hope y'all like this video. If you do, please, please, please go ahead and hit that like button just so I can be in the algorithm. Comment and please subscribe as well. Y'all have a blessed day and I'll be back with more. Bye bye.